Hey guys, welcome to my channel Salesforce Bold. Guys, in today's video we'll be doing integration between parent and child components. So in today's video I'll explain how you can pass variables from parent component to child component. Guys, there could be multiple ways to do it. So in today's video I'll be using Aura attributes and I'll be using events to pass the variables. Okay guys, before starting the video, I hope you all are aware about it, like what is the parent component, what is the child component. But if you're not aware about it, or if you're still in learning phase, so let me just explain in 2 lines. So guys, basically parent component is a component which is having wider scope in an application, and the child component is also a component, but the child component is having less scope. I mean, it is a part of the application but not all of it. Guys, for example, let's say if you're designing a website in HTML, in PHP, or even in .NET. So while designing it, you can include the header and footer part in a parent component. The header and footer could be your parent component because we'll be using header and footer in every page. And the inner pages, guys, the inner pages could be your child component because inner pages will be changing in every page. The inner pages content will be changed in every page. So that could be your child component, guys. So guys, let's get started. I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay guys, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so first of all open the developer console. Okay, so we'll be creating two components here. The first one will be the parent component and the second one will be the child component, and then we'll be doing the integration in both of them. Okay guys, so first of all we'll be doing the integration using the Aura attributes. So let me show you how to do it. Let's create a new component. My component name is parent component, and I'm enabling all the options here: lightning tab, page, record page, quick action. We might need it in future. Okay, so this is my empty component here. So first of all we'll have an attribute here which will be transferring the value from parent component to child component. Let's create an attribute. Guys, I'm creating this as a string attribute because we'll be sending the text. Okay, and let's print a message here. Okay guys, now I'm planning to send the data on a button click. So let's create a button, or let's just copy it from my another component. I hope you guys have already checked out my WhatsApp component through which you can send WhatsApp from Lightning component. So let me just copy the button from this component. Yeah, here it is with the class and everything, so you don't have to waste time to creating it. Okay, honestly speaking guys, while designing something, the 70% part of it is like just copy and paste it from somewhere, and the 30% part of it is just modifications, like I'm doing it right now. All right, let's change the method name here. Send value. Okay guys, so I have created a component with a text and a button only, and okay, let's save it. Okay guys, now let's create the child component. Okay, tick 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 tick. All right, guys, one more thing you forgot in the parent component. We have not created the send value function yet, so let's create send value function first. Okay, so we are in controller. Let's rename this function, and send value, we'll be just setting the value in that attribute. Okay, I'm putting the value here. So for now we are just setting the value manually. Okay, so the parent component is ready. Now let's move on to the child component again. So here's the child component. In child component we will have a attribute first, in which we will be getting the value from the parent component. So let's create a attribute here. Okay, the attribute type will be the same, and let's have a message here so we can check like which is the parent component and which is the child one. Okay, now let's print the value. So guys, we'll be fetching the value in the child value attribute. So let's print it here. Alright guys, so we have created two components here, but it's not parent and child component, because we have to add it in a parent component to make it as a child component. So let me just add it here. So guys, in parent component you have to include that child component first. So let's add the child component here. Let me give some new lines. Okay, great. Now we are adding the child component. My child component name is child component. Okay, now I'm passing the parent component's value to the child component's attribute, and the attribute name was child value. Okay, so to pass the value using the aura attribute, we have to mention the attribute name here, and then we have to mention the value here. So the value will be coming from the parent component. Okay, this is my parent component's attribute, guys. Alright, so we are ready with the components. Now let's run it. To run these components, I'm just creating an application. Here's Lightning application. So let's rename it parent child app. Okay. Okay guys, so in this application I'm running my parent component now. Let me just extend the lightning design here, and now we'll give the parent component name. Okay, so I think we are good to go now. Let's click on the preview and check if we are having any errors. Okay, so no errors right now. So guys, this part is my parent component, in which I am having a text and a button. It says hello, I am parent component, and underneath that I'm having the child component which says hello, I am child component, and here's the value from the parent component, which is not defined yet because the value is still in the parent component itself. So to send the value from parent to child, we'll be clicking on this button, on which we have done the code to store the value in the parent component's attribute. Okay, let me try clicking on that button. Alright, it's working fine. You can see the value here. Okay guys, so this was the first method using which you can transfer the values from parent to child component. Now let me show you another one. The second method is to create an event. So guys, I hope you know the events in the Salesforce Lightning. We are having components and application event. So for today's example, I'll be creating an application event here. So let's modify these components and let me show you. Okay, so guys, first of all we have to create an event. So let's click on new and lightning event. Yeah, here it is. Let's name it parent child event. Okay guys, so this is our application event here. Let's edit it. So guys, to send the values using event, we have to create a attribute in the event itself. We are creating the same way like we have created in our components. So we will be creating a string attribute here. Let's name it parent var and the type will be string. Okay guys, so the event is ready. Now let's implement it in our parent and child component. So guys, in parent component, let me show you what changes are required. Where's my parent component? Here's the controller. Yeah, here's the component. Okay guys, so from parent component, you have to register the event here. Let me show you how to do it, and we don't need the attribute now, so let's remove the attribute from the parent component. Okay, so I have removed the attribute. Now I'm registering my event in the parent component. So to register the event, we have to use register event. Let's name it data transfer. Okay. And guys, in the type we'll be having our event name. So our event name was, I think it was parent child event. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I have registered the event in the parent component, and now let's update the buttons click code here. So guys, we'll be firing the event here, so let me change the code. And yeah, in the component also, earlier we were sending the parameters directly from the parent component. Now we are not using it, so let me remove this parameter name. Okay, let's save it. Yeah, it's saved. So in the controller itself, we have to do some modifications. We have to register the event and fire the event from the controller. So let's register the event. Let's name it app event. Okay, now we'll be using now we'll be firing the event from here. So here will be our event's name. So this is my event name. All right, now we will be setting the parameters in that event. So my parameter name was parent var. Okay, and I'm setting the value, let's say I am value from parent component. Okay, so guys, earlier we were setting the value in the attribute in the parent component, but now we are setting the value in the attribute of the event. Okay, at the end we will fire the event. All right, so the parent component modifications are done. Now let's move to the child component. So guys, as you can see in parent component, from the parent component we are firing the event, and in the child component guys, we will be handling the event. Okay, let me show you. Let's open the child component. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so let's create a handler here. In action, I'm using my function name which I'll be creating in the controller. So let's say the function name is get events. and we'll be having the event name here. Okay. Alright, let's keep this attribute. We will get the value from event, and then we will store the value in this child value attribute. Okay, now let's create the controller. My method name was getEvent. Let's create a variable to store the events. Okay. To get the variable, guys, from the event, you can just use event.getParam. Okay, my parameter name was parent var. Yeah, right. Now let's set the value in our attribute. Component.set v dot child value. Alright. Okay, it's saved, and I think we are good to go now. Okay, let's save the component. Okay, we are not having any error. Now let's try to run this. Okay, where's our application? I think it must be in the end. Yeah, here it is. Let's click on the update preview, and let's hope we do not get any error. Okay guys, so as you can see, the layout is still the same because we have just changed the functionality in the backend part. Now let's see the functionality by clicking on this button. Alright, we are having an error here. Let me just check it out. Cannot read property set of undefined. Okay, I think the variable name is wrong there. Let me just check it. Where's our child component? We're using component.set v.child value. What is the name here? The name is child value. Yes, we are using the correct name. I think we are not getting the value in the event value. Let's print it in the log. Okay, now let's run it once again. Okay, we are getting the error in the send value, guys. We were checking the wrong component. Let's check it in the parent component, send value. Alright. Okay, here's the mistake, guys. We have to use set params here instead of set. Okay, now let's check it once again. Hope we do not get any error this time. Still it says cannot read property set params of undefined. Okay, we have to check it once again. Oh, so I did some spelling mistake here. The parent child event spelling was wrong. Let's check it. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's click on the button. Okay, so we are not getting any error this time, guys. At least We are not getting any error. Let's check in the log. Okay, the value is coming undefined here. So where is the value? The value we were getting in the child component. Okay, let's go back to the child component. Here's the value. So get event is firing. After that, we are getting the event value. We are using get param. Let's check the variable name. The variable name is also fine. Everything looks fine to me. Okay, here we are also having the correct name. Then why we are not getting the value? Let's check if we are sending the value from the parent component correctly. Let's go to the parent component again. Where's my parent component? Here it is. Okay, so we are calling the I think it is case sensitive. That's why we are not having the value. Let me just make it small. Okay, let's check it once again. Okay guys, it is working absolutely fine now. So the issue was because of JavaScript, and like JavaScript is case sensitive, and I think this is the worst part about the JavaScript. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I hope you learned something new, and if you need the complete code guys, you can just go to my blog and get the complete code from here. I'm also having a post here in my blog. You can just get the complete code, the events and the components, and everything is here guys. And guys, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you like the video. Hey guys, I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to share it with your friends and click on the subscribe button, and let me know if you have any queries in the comment section below guys. And guys, I'm sharing my blog link in the description below. If you would like to check the complete code, you can just directly go to my blog and check it. And I'll see you in the next one guys. Till then, bye. Jai Hind, peace.